Thank you all so much for coming out today in this beautiful weather that we have so that we can share to you where we are and how we're moving forward with the historic Jackson House located at 851 Zack Street that you all soon will be able to see the finished product. Let me just say to you very quickly exactly how we got to where we are today. And then I'm going to ask our vice chair, Dr. Scott, to tell you about the process. We're not going to give you the details. If you ask questions, we'll answer a few questions. But we're going to let you know how we got to where we are today. Standing up here with us is our board members that were available that could be here with us today. And those that are out of state, in California and Houston, of course, couldn't be here. And the others that are gainfully employed, we want them to stay on the job because we probably need all of the funds that they can scrapple up with to help us out here. Okay. We also have some friends here that we've partnered with over at Stage Work. They've been very supportive and we've thoroughly enjoyed the relationship that we've established. And one of the biggest relationships we've established is with each of you, and that's the local media, because you guys have told a story about the Jackson House for far more years than I've served as the chair. I'm Dr. Carolyn Collins. They tell me to say I'm Dr. Carolyn Hepburn Collins. I'm the chair of the Jackson House Board of Directors. This is
Dr. Angela Scott, and I'm the vice chair of the Jackson House Foundation.
And I know you may not be able to hear her clearly. Do you want us to say it or do you want to do it?
Go ahead.
Come on, I like you saying it.
I'm Rolanda McDuffie, the treasurer, CPA.
I'm Ronnie Williams, board member for 3 years.
I'm Irene Matthews, secretary.
I'm Julian, I'm also on the board.
Okay. And so that's our board members. And here's what we've done just over and I'm going to just cover the past, maybe let's say 5 years. I've been here in this spot for about 10 to 12 years. But over the last 3 years, what we've been trying to do is to gain access for code enforcement so that we can extend the Jackson House. Last Thursday started a very important next step, which followed last Wednesday. On last Wednesday, our board completed the interviews with the 3 final firms that will be selected to take a look at the architectural and engineering work to get started with the Jackson House. We're going to do our restructuring. We're going to put the historic house back, and our goal is to maintain all of the historical statuses. So many people have asked the question, what have you guys been doing? Why haven't you moved forward? Do you have money? The answer to most of those questions is yes, we have money. We don't have property. We're money not rich, but money sufficient. We are accepting donations. We're money sufficient, but we are property poor because we've been identified as on a 0 lot line for this wooden house for some time now, and we're trying to find out when it happened. It's not important anymore. Mayor Castor and her administrative team actually took a document that we've been working with off and on for the last 3 years and decided that they were going to take on the ownership of it. They worked with the Accardis and they was able to pull the Jackson House out of the association or this discussion that we were having with them. The mayor assumed that with her administrative team. They notified us on our every 2 weeks meeting bi-monthly that we've been doing for all of this year, and they were monthly last year with our partnerships. We kind of questioned what? And then we had administrative staff join myself and Dr. Scott. They explained to us what they had done. It was extremely satisfying to us, and therefore we went before the city council on last Thursday and told them that we agree with Amendment 4 modified by the city of Tampa that would allow us to gain 10 feet easement on, I call this the west side and the east side of the Jackson House, which will give us what we need for fire safety codes, etc. The city council was great, unanimous vote. They agreed. and they have agreed to sign that contract, and it has to go through other iterations, which will be done at the city level. But we're very pleased to know that we, in the process, having decided in February, the House told us it could no longer wait. In February of 2025, we decided then to start our RFQ process, led by our ROC chair. She'll tell you about it. I'm not going to do it. We then completed that and used that information to start our RFP process, which was completed. And then we interviewed all three of the firms. And today was our final day scheduled before anything happened with the house. We were scheduled to be here at 1 o'clock with the three firms. So since we were here, and since a little something happened to the house, we decided that we would handle both of these at the same time. So do understand that we are moving forward. We are very blessed to have had the support of the city, the mayor, her administration, the city council, and they're working collaboratively with the Acardis, and now we're ready to move. So I'm going to let her give you the details, and she'll tell you when we will be making the decision as the committee, when we will be going before our full board, and when you will get information in short order on who's been selected and what we're doing. Dr. Scott?
So good afternoon. So as Dr. Collins had explained, that on the Jackson House Foundation Board, we have a Restoring and Rebuilding Oversight Committee. And that committee has been working diligently, working with me as far as looking at what the state requires, the city requires for this architect firm to be contract so that we can get started for looking for our contract manager so that we can begin this process. So at this time, we have finished that process, as Dr. Collins said, and as we received that great news last week, we're very excited about getting the easement. So we know that we can move forward with this project. I know that the three firms were excited to hear that we got that easement as well, so that they can give us plans of the designs of our wishes for how this house speaks to us and what it will look like in the future. So with that, the committee is meeting on Monday, and on August the 12th, we will present our findings, our scoring, and give them what we have learned from each of the firms and recommend a firm to our entire board on August 12th. We have a full board meeting also on August 14th, and at the end of the week, I'm doing the calendar in my head, everyone. So next week is August 15th, so the week after that, so by August 22nd, everyone should be able to know what firm that we have is selected. So August 22nd, Friday, August 22nd, you will have from the Jackson House Board the firm that we have selected to help us restore history in Tampa.
Thank you so much, Dr. Scott. And I'll just ask, does any board member have anything? Anything? Okay. As it relates to what happened, we think on Sunday, there was, I call it a breach in the contract. We had a contract with the house to stay strong, stay healthy, and wait us out. We heard you earlier this year. And I think what happened is somebody that's taking care actually took a deep breath. And when they took that sigh, something gave away a little bit over here. And so what we're doing now is doing emergency repairs. And as the firms asked today, are y'all going to go ahead, complete the emergency repairs, then come back and we do this and we do that? And we said to them, absolutely not. What we're doing is emergency repairs totally separate from the rebuilding, restructuring, the return of the Jackson House. This is just going to be a bracing of the house to secure the house so that the house will be safe, to somewhat continue to stand, and that those walking around it as well would be safe. But we would ask that nobody go in, and we know people have been going in, but we're asking people, you're doing it at your own perils. Do not go in the house, try to stay away from the house, and that way it's okay. It is a 125-year-old house. It has held up this long. We can't ask it to do any more. All we can ask is for all those individuals that have supported the Jackson House, those that have supported the Jackson House Foundation Board to just continue to do that level of support so that what will happen is within the year 2025, we will all get a chance to see something happen. People have told us, and of course, Mr. Williams said, slow down. 6 months. We're not waiting 6 months. We can't wait 6 months. Proof is in the pudding. We are going to move as fast as we can. We're asking code enforcement. The city is working with us already to assist us so that we can do the paperwork we need for emergency repairs. And we are going to move swiftly to make sure that plans are initiated. We want to save as much in this house that we can, but very little we know can be saved in what you see behind me. But we already have taken things out, we have labeled them, and we've been paying months for them in storage where we'll be able to reuse a considerable amount of products. I mean, things that we mark, things that other individuals mark, city people, state legislators, everyone who walked through say, let's save this, let's save that. The walls with Willie Robinson's hands on it, his hands on top of the hands of his father and his grandfather that was in that wall, which tend to be so popular to so many people. Miss Johnny might get to see this on TV, but Miss Johnny was born in this house. She still lives here in Tampa, and she's there with her daughter. She's worked so diligently in this neighborhood, and we want this to be done so Miss Johnny get to see it. I want to get to see it also. Okay. So I think what we've tried to do is to tell you how we got to where we are now in abbreviated form. We've also told you where we are with the board in making a selection. And I think if I listen to Dr. Scott's calendar next week, and then at that time we will do another press release. We will release the name of the firm that actually received the contract, and we will probably do some kind of little toasting here at the house, and we will notify you at that time.